Layoff. Layoff. Termination of employment due to business reasons, not performance. The company announced major layoffs last quarter. He lost his job in the recent round of layoffs. Benchmark. Benchmark. A standard or point of reference for measuring performance. We use last year's sales as a benchmark for this quarter. The software became the benchmark for the entire industry. Onboarding. Onboarding. The process of integrating a new employee into an organization. The onboarding process includes training and orientation. Good onboarding improves employee retention and satisfaction. Equity. Equity, ownership interest in a company, often in the form of shares. She holds 15% equity in the startup. We raised capital by offering equity to new investors. Merger. Merger. The combination of two companies into one. The merger will create the largest tech firm in the country. We're discussing a potential merger with a competitor. Pitch. Pitch. A short presentation used to sell an idea, product, or service. She gave a great pitch to the investors. We need to prepare our sales pitch before the meeting. Resign. Resign. To officially leave your job or position. He decided to resign after 10 years with the company. I'm thinking about resigning and starting my own business. Negotiation. Negotiation, a discussion aimed at reaching an agreement. The salary is still under negotiation. Negotiation skills are essential in business. Revenue. Revenue, the total income generated by a business before expenses. Our revenue increased by 15% this year. Ad revenue is a big part of their income. Stakeholder. Stakeholder, a person or group with an interest in a company or project. The stakeholders are meeting to discuss the new strategy. Every stakeholder wants the project to succeed. Competitive advantage. A competitive advantage is a unique factor that allows a company to outperform its rivals. Our patented tech gives us a strong competitive advantage. Excellent customer service can be a competitive advantage. Corporate governance. Corporate governance. This is the system of rules and practices by which a company is directed and controlled. Good corporate governance builds investor trust. Corporate governance policies were revised after the audit. Crowdsourcing. Crowdsourcing means getting ideas, services, or content by soliciting contributions from a group, typically online. We crowdsourced the new logo design. Crowdsourcing can speed up product testing and feedback. Disruptive innovation. A disruptive innovation is a new approach that creates a new market and disrupts existing ones. Streaming was a disruptive innovation in the media industry. Ride-sharing apps were a disruptive innovation to traditional taxis. Exit strategy. An exit strategy is a planned approach to leave a business or investment, often with profit. The founders are already planning their exit strategy. An IPO is a common exit strategy for startups. Fiscal year. A fiscal year is a 12-month period used for accounting and tax purposes. Our fiscal year ends in March. The company posted strong earnings this fiscal year. Growth hacking. Growth hacking. These are creative, low-cost strategies to grow a business quickly. Their growth hacking campaign went viral on social media. Startups often rely on growth hacking instead of traditional marketing. Intellectual property. Intellectual property. These are creations of the mind, like inventions, logos, or designs protected by law. Registering your logo protects your intellectual property. The lawsuit was over stolen intellectual property. Joint venture. A joint venture is a business agreement where two or more parties collaborate on a project. The firms formed a joint venture to explore new markets. Our joint venture with the local partner helped us expand in Asia. Key account. A key account is a major client critical to the company's success. We assigned a senior manager to handle the key account. Losing a key account can significantly impact revenue. Lean startup. Lean startup. This is a business method focused on testing ideas quickly and efficiently. The Lean startup model helped them pivot early. Lean startups focus on fast iteration and customer feedback. Market penetration. Market penetration. This refers to the extent to which a product is recognized and bought in a market. Their goal is 10% market penetration in the first year. Strong advertising boosted their market penetration. Networking event. Networking event. A professional gathering to make connections and build relationships. I met my future employer at a networking event. Attending networking events helps expand your professional circle. Operational efficiency. Operational efficiency. The ability to deliver products or services in the most cost-effective way. We're working on improving our operational efficiency. Automation increased their operational efficiency dramatically. Pipeline management. Pipeline management. Tracking and optimizing the flow of potential sales or projects. Good pipeline management helps predict future revenue. Sales teams need clear pipeline management to close more deals. Profit margin. Profit margin. The difference between revenue and costs expressed as a percentage. Our profit margin improved after we cut production costs. A 20% profit margin is considered healthy in that industry. Return on investment. Return on investment. This is a measure of the profitability of an investment expressed as a percentage. The campaign delivered a 150% return on investment. Investors expect a solid ROI within 2 years. Venture capital. Venture capital. Financing provided by investors to startups with high growth potential. They secured $2 million in venture capital for product development. Venture capital can accelerate a startup's growth. Agile. Agile. a flexible, iterative approach to project or product management. Our team uses agile methods to release updates quickly. Agile development helps us adapt to customer feedback. Blue chip. Blue chip. This means a well-established, financially sound, and reliable company. They only invest in blue chip stocks for long-term stability. Apple is considered a classic blue chip company. Brand equity. Brand equity. The value a brand adds to a product or company. Strong brand equity can justify higher prices. Coca-Cola has built enormous brand equity over decades. Burnout. Burnout. This is physical or mental exhaustion caused by prolonged stress or overwork. She took time off to recover from burnout. Burnout is common in fast-paced industries. Capital expenditure, CapEx. Capital expenditure. Money spent by a business on acquiring or upgrading physical assets. The new office building was a major capital expenditure. We reduced CapEx to focus on digital transformation. Client onboarding. Client onboarding. The process of integrating a new client into your system or service. Our new client onboarding process includes personalized training. Good onboarding reduces churn in the first 90 days. Corporate social responsibility, CSR. Corporate social responsibility, a company's efforts to improve society and reduce negative impacts. Their CSR program focuses on environmental sustainability. CSR initiatives can improve public image and employee morale. Data-driven. Being data-driven means making decisions based on facts, statistics, and analytics. We take a data-driven approach to marketing decisions. A data-driven mindset helps avoid costly assumptions. Disintermediation. Disintermediation. This means removing intermediaries from a supply chain or process. Online booking platforms are an example of disintermediation. Disintermediation lowers costs by cutting out the middleman. Franchising. Franchising. A system where a business allows others to operate using its name and model. McDonald's expanded globally through franchising. Franchising helps brands scale quickly with lower capital investment. Market segmentation. Market segmentation. Dividing a market into groups with similar needs or characteristics. We adjusted our strategy after market segmentation by age group. Market segmentation helps tailor campaigns to target audiences. SaaS, Software as a Service. SaaS, a software delivery model where apps are accessed online via subscription. Zoom and Dropbox are popular SaaS platforms. Software as a Service allows users to avoid installation and maintenance hassles. Value chain. Value chain. The full range of activities that add value to a product or service. Improving our value chain boosted profitability. Logistics play a key role in an efficient value chain. Due diligence. Due diligence. This is the investigation process before making a business decision, especially investments. We're still doing due diligence before buying that company. Legal due diligence revealed some issues with the contract. Buy-in. Buy-in means agreement or commitment from stakeholders or team members. We need executive buy-in to move forward with the project. It's hard to get team buy-in without clear communication. Burn rate. Burn rate is the rate at which a company is spending its capital, typically monthly. Our current burn rate is $50,000 per month. We need to reduce our burn rate to extend our runway. Runway. Runway refers to the amount of time a company can operate before it runs out of money. With our current funding, we have 6 months of runway. Increasing sales can help extend our financial runway. Bootstrapping. Bootstrapping. This means starting and growing a business using personal finances or internal revenue. They bootstrapped their business with savings and no outside funding. Bootstrapping teaches you to be creative and resourceful. Upscale. To upscale means to expand or grow a business, product or service to reach larger market. We plan to upscale our operations next quarter. The startup successfully upscaled from local to international markets. Downsize. Downsize. This means to reduce the size or scale of a company, often by cutting staff or costs. The company had to downsize after the economic downturn. They're downsizing their office space to save money. Thought leader. A thought leader is someone recognized as an expert and influencer in a specific field. She's a thought leader in sustainable business practices. Thought leaders often speak at major industry events. Monetize. To monetize means to earn money from a business, idea, or audience. They're finding new ways to monetize their content. You can monetize a blog through ads and sponsorships. Benchmarking. Benchmarking. This involves comparing your processes or performance to industry bests or competitors. We're benchmarking our delivery speed against top competitors. Benchmarking helps us identify areas for improvement. MVP. MVP, minimum viable product. This is the simplest version of a product that can be released to test with users. We launched the MVP to validate the concept before scaling. An MVP helps save time and money in early development. Synergy. The increased effectiveness from combined efforts or collaboration. The merger created synergy between the two departments. There's clear synergy when marketing and product teams collaborate. Leverage. Leverage. Using resources or influence to gain an advantage. They leveraged their network to expand into new markets. We can leverage our experience to close this deal faster. Value proposition. Value proposition. The unique benefit a company offers to its customers. Our value proposition focuses on affordability and speed. A clear value proposition is essential for standing out. Disruption. Disruption. A major change that transforms an industry or market. Smartphones caused a major disruption in the camera market. Their app is a real disruption in the delivery service industry. Crowdfunding. Crowdfunding. raising small amounts of money from many people, typically online. The startup was launched through crowdfunding. Crowdfunding platforms helped bring their product to life. Pivot. Pivot, a significant change in business strategy, often based on feedback or failure. The startup had to pivot from a travel app to a budgeting tool. After user feedback, we decided to pivot our marketing approach. Dividend. Dividend, a portion of a company's profit paid to its shareholders. Shareholders received a generous dividend this quarter. Not all companies offer regular dividends. Outsourcing. Outsourcing, the practice of hiring external parties to handle business activities. Many companies use outsourcing to reduce costs. We outsourced customer support to a third-party provider. Acquisition. Acquisition, the act of purchasing or gaining control of another company. The acquisition helped expand their market share. We're negotiating the acquisition of a smaller competitor. Liability. Liability, a financial obligation or debt owed by a person or company. The company's liabilities include loans and unpaid invoices. High liabilities can affect a business's credit rating.